Hello, I'm Mantastic'c and Fantastic, and today I'm going to talk about how Gung-Ho Belial is coming back with the Gung-Ho collab on Monday. So, as a general blanket statement, Gung-Ho Belial is a significant game changer. She debuted during the last Gung-Ho collab event, and she's returning with no apparent buffs, but at the same time, she's still just as wonderfully powerful and efficient overall. And due to the fact that she is an orb skin, means you cannot monster exchange for her, but instead you are able to directly IAP purchase her. So if you are someone who is IAP friendly and you're looking for a card that could potentially take your box to the next level, Gung-Ho Belial is in all honesty a great investment. Now, of course, with that being said, purchasing stuff real life money is not for everyone, and I just want to clarify that I am not supported by Gung-Ho in any way, shape, or form, like whether financially or whatever you can imagine. Nothing. So if I tell you something is good, it means I genuinely think it is good and meaningful, and at the same time, it's possibly going to give yourself more enjoyment. So if you, like I said, have the means to do so and you don't feel like rolling and chasing a very low percentage chance, it is possible you can acquire one yourself. For myself, I rolled a modest amount the last time Gung-Ho collab came around. I rolled one Gung-Ho Belial, and then I got a donation from Decknas, who let me buy the orb skin. So now I actually have Gung-Ho Belial in both her cleric form and her dark form. And I just want to talk about each of the forms respectively in order to give yourself an idea of why she is so powerful, and at the same time hopefully maybe giving you the inspiration to not like pass up on this opportunity, because she is quite a meaningful and significant card. So in her base form, which is her cleric form, which is going to be the most widely used form overall, she is an amazing cleric, arguably the best / most universal cleric in the game at this point in time. And the reason for that is she has 4 skill boosts, which is meaningful, helps you transform easier. She has super poison resist, which makes life easier, and she has 5 enhanced hard orbs. And these 5 enhanced hard orbs add a significant amount of healing for Gung-Ho Belial. Like, she can make any team, even with 0, like just a regular 1 times RCV multiplier, heal up tremendous amounts of health, because her RCV stat is incredibly high. You can bolster it further with latents. She can basically solve many different problems in a single card. And due to the fact that she does not transform, means you're able to inherit either like delays, haste, or whatever you need to bring to solve like the first couple of floors of a dungeon, because they tend to be the hardest in this transforming meta. So you've got a card who has a full cleric style active skill. She reduces all the binds, awoken binds, and unmatchable healing solution. Significant skill boost, super poison resist. The only main thing she is lacking is personal damage, which can be an issue if you're playing through, like, say, World of Carnage 3, Mystic Dimensions 1. Like, those dungeons have incredibly high damage checks, so to speak, and having a card who's not contributing in a meaningful manner could possibly be a bit of a drawback. At the same time, she also lacks skill bind resist, but at the same time, that's really it from a gameplay point of view, because the other cons I listed are you have to IAP or just get extremely lucky rolling, and then there's that opportunity cost of competing with her dark form, which is obviously one of the strongest farming leaders. But I just want to stress that a cleric type card is the most important piece on a given team. Like, leader skills, obviously want to pick things with good leader skills and ways to transform them, but the type of active skills / hole you need to plug on basically every given team is a cleric, because binds, awoken binds, unmatchable are such common mechanics, and having a way to deal with them on a quick cooldown is tremendously helpful. Like Alina for Nautilus teams, she's the wood transforming girl. She is incredible for Nautilus specifically because she addresses that cleric needs with orb generation. Obviously that's much more catered towards mono wood teams, whereas Gung-Ho Belial can technically be used on almost any team if you really truly think about it, because she wasn't dealing damage anyways, so there's a good chance it wouldn't matter at the same time if it was off color, because I've utilized her on off colored teams, and it's just because she's the best cleric potentially against for other colors. Like, say your Natsuro teams, she likes those enhanced hard orbs to bolster your damage further. Gung-Ho Belial can be slotted onto the team, and even though she doesn't contribute anything in terms of health or damage, who cares? She's helping you deal more damage for everyone else due to the active skill. The healing solution makes it just easier to heal back up. Point of the matter is, she's such a flexible and powerful cleric, and having her available will make your life that much easier. And if you are fortunate and actually have 2 copies, you would definitely want to take a look into her dark form, because in her dark form, she becomes a premier farming leader. She has a 1-turn cooldown base skill, and that means you can inherit anything you want on top of it with relative ease. She has a high attack stat with 3 attack while below 50% and a 10 combo. So in solo mode, say you're playing through Training Arena 3, you hit those 10 combos, Gung-Ho Belial is going to be like double capping with relative ease potentially because you can stack rows, you have lots of dark orbs, you have a very thick attack multiplier, you're just going to be dealing lots of damage. And if we look a little closer at this leader skill, you have to be below 80% health. We're going to say we want to be below 50% health because there's no excuse. Her active skill on that one turn cooldown creates 3 dark orbs and cuts your health by 50%. So you're guaranteed to push yourself into the required threshold for all of her personal damage multipliers aside from 10 combos. In addition to that, you get bonus combos when matching 6 or more connected dark orbs. Well, with 2 dark Gung-Ho Belials, you're able to potentially make 6 dark orbs every single turn, or you can just utilize active skills. Either way, you have a way to have a steady flux of dark orbs to always trigger this leader skill. And that's it. And that means there's no attack multiplier tied to combo count, multiple different dark combos, multiple colors, etc. And this is what we want in a farming leader. We want someone who can deal spectacular amounts of damage with a swipe. Either like a swipe of a row or a column or whatever it may be. In this case, we like the rows. So it just makes life easier. Like I build a Training Arena 3 team. It uses Gung-Ho Belial and a couple other double damage cap dark cards and basically just making 10 combos every single turn, which is really 6 combos because they're +4, and just matching and just smashing your way through because you're hitting double damage cap on everyone with relative ease. If you're doing like co-op farming, swiping with like say like just instant row generations is an easy thing to do. She can naturally pair things like say Lubu, Shivnia, whatever you have available. It's possible you can piggyback off a friend. But if you have your own, it just makes your life that much easier. If you only had one Gung-Ho Belial, I would definitely want to pursue the cleric form just because I feel like it would probably give yourself more value overall unless you're just swimming with amazingly strong clerics for every given team and you don't foresee any possible place she could be helpful. Then her dark form is definitely something to consider. So the same drawbacks with her is that she doesn't have skill bind resist, which is probably not going to be too big a deal, especially if you're in co-op. But if you're playing solo mode and like there's lots of skill binds, maybe it might be a problem. It's more so a problem for a cleric form because if like say lots of the fairies, they don't have skill bind resist naturally, it could become a bit of an issue, but there are inherits to solve that problem overall. So with that being said, that's all I really want to talk about for Gung-Ho Belial. She is an incredibly strong card. It's worth not just skipping over without thinking about because she probably will help out. And like for myself, I didn't get the Pegasus weapon assist. And I truly wish I did because like it would make my life so much easier when playing through basically any hard content. So this is kind of one of the key cards that like if you miss it, it's going to be kind of problematic because so many different team compositions rely on Gung-Ho Belial in some way, shape, or form. And missing out on it can feel a little sad, especially later down the road when it's not available at that point in time, because even though Gung-Ho Collab does come back on a regular basis, there will probably be several months of gap between the next rerun anyways. And yeah, that sort of idea. So with that being said, let me know what you think about Gung-Ho Belial in the comments below. Do you think she's overrated, or do you think she's actually a strong and meaningful card and worth picking up? Regardless of all that, hopefully you all have a truly fantastic day. I wish you all the best luck in your own pad adventures, and happy puzzling.